out. I have so much work to do and I'm studying and I'm gonna fail. And
Oh my gosh, well don't worry. Super Study Group is here. Right, let's study together.
how do we do that?
Oh, we'll tell you.
So with anything, group studying has its pros and cons, so we're going to discuss those with you today. So on to Amanda with the pros.
Thanks, Danica. So now I'm going to talk to you about the pros to having a study group. The first pro would be having someone to clarify your work. So a lot of the times when you're working on an assignment, you can miss one of the errors that you've made, either that be with spelling or maybe you missed a point that you were supposed to make. Having others in your group to go over that point is really helpful to make sure that you're not going to miss anything. And that kind of goes hand in hand with accountability for weak areas. There's also more hands makes work easier. So we've heard before that people can't multitask. You can just switch between tasks really quickly, but if you have more than one person working on it, then you're gonna have a lot of work getting done all at the same time. Increased efficiency, that's pretty much the same thing, as well as you can motivate each other and it improves teamwork. So if someone's feeling kind of stressed or down about the assignment, you can pep each other up and help you feel better about what you're working on. Sharing the workload is really helpful because then you're not having to do the entire assignment all by yourself, and you can get through it a lot easier while doing all of your other assignments. Better to have a variety of learners, so that goes with this in your textbook. On page 83 it says all of the learners that you have, as well as like what's beneficial to each learner, and even has like a little quiz that you can do to help you understand how you learn the best, and then gain a new perspective so you can see things from other people's points of views, and they make suggestions that can help you with your assignment, as well as you can make new friends by branching out and meeting new people in your program.
Thank you very much, Amanda, for that information. It was very educational, and right now we'll pass it to Shona for the cons. Thank you.
Thank you, Heike, for that introduction. Now we're on to the cons. A common problem with group work is getting everyone in the same group together at the same time. People have conflicting schedules, and we have to take into account family, school, work, anything that like extracurricular activities that takes up a lot of time. Another point is socializing instead of being on task. This happens when there's a lot of off-topic discussions and you're not actually getting any work done, you're actually talking and socializing, maybe even gossiping. Anyways, opposing ideas and opinions. This creates conflict among group members and different time paces. A lot of people work at different paces. Sometimes it might take longer for someone, but maybe faster for you. And so this could possibly create a problem. Critics over each other. It's always nice to be positive towards one another, but when you're in the setting in a large group, sometimes it's hard because you get agitated over little things. There can be a fight for leadership or control. People have different personalities, and there's some people who love to take the leadership role, and when there's one or more of those people in that group, there can be some conflict with that. And you could actually spend more time helping others than yourself. So if you're separating the group project in different sections for each person to kind of study and go over, you might spend more time helping other people with their portion rather than finishing what you're actually scheduled to do. Group size, if it's large enough, all these problems can really affect. Different levels of focus, serious work around friends. So if you're in a group of friends, it might not be all work. Again, it might be a lot of talk, and it might be a lot of laughing and not a lot of serious get down, finish the project sort of thing. And that leads into a risk of chaos.
There's lots of places where you and your group can go to study. Let's check some of them out. One of the places where you can study in your group is a classroom at St. Lawrence. So they're very spacious, and you're kind of still in the school setting, so you're focused.
They can be distracting.
Like studying in the cafeteria.
Well, for me, I like the background noise because it helps me focus.
I like all the round tables because they involve everybody in the group discussions.
I I don't like it because you can smell the food and the food's right there, and then once you get the food, you're focused on eating and you're not even caring about the pieces of paper in front of you.
And I'm just the opposite of Haika. I don't like it because of the noise. It makes me super distracted and I can't focus.
It's beneficial to have a boardroom to study because it's secluded, it's quiet, there's nobody really around except you and your close group study. But there is cons. They're so distracting sometimes.
Oh my goodness.
Guys are studying.
I like studying in the Students Association because it is a relaxing space for friends to hang out. We can speak without worries of noises, complaints. However, all the noises may be distracting as well as you're more likely to have friends who aren't in your study group interrupting.
So who to work with in your study group. So you can take a friend, someone that you're comfortable with, someone that you know you work well with, but try to branch off and work with new people as well. So as an ECE, it's important that you get to learn how to work with multiple different people. Have people with different learning styles in your group. So try to get someone from each point from the VARC model, so the visual, oral, read, write, and kinesthetic. That way you have different perspectives in your group and that can help you learn better. Overall, the benefits of your study group depends on what you put into it. So your resources, members' cooperation, and your location.
And not forgetting, next time you need to study or have a group project, keep this information in mind to make your own
Super study group!
Have a specific skill from that model. So the visual, the oral, read, write, read white.
Read white.
Should I start over?
If you want.
I'll check some of them out.
Is my face red?
No.
No.
Okay,
go on.
because like,
You're
no.
It's still going.
Okay. Oh my god. Just pan over to
Should everyone
me
hide
eating
under
popcorn.
the table?
Alright. Okay.
Okay.
What do I say? The short version, not the long one.
No,
Just say-
you can do the long one.
Just say whatever comes to your head.
Seriously, because we need points, right?
Quiet on set.
Ready?